What's going on, guys? cejaman back, and we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Mcfarlane Toys Spawn action figure. So in this wave, it includes the Redeemer in the black and silver color. They have Gunslinger Spawn, this time with like a machine gun. And then they also have Cygor and Soul Catcher, which I've seen in store. Great figure. Don't know much about the character, but today we're looking at Spawn. This was the figure, I'm not even going to lie to you, that I was like, I was going to pick it up, but it wasn't the one I was excited for. And then when seeing her in person, this definitely has the old school Mcfarlane Spawn figure feel to it. And you'll know what I mean if you pick it up. She does come with tons of guns and weapons and some real chains. You can hear it in the box. I love the packaging on here. Come to the side. It's got the image of the figure and it does read Spawn. And then on the back, look at the artwork on this. I love that the walking pose that they gave her. And then the graffiti. This is some really, really good packaging or artwork on the back of the packaging. It does read there 22 moving parts, and then there's this side of the packaging. You have a really cool comic artwork there, and then there's the bottom. So let's go ahead and open this up, and we're going to see if this Spawn figure is a pickup or a pass. All right, guys, so this figure does come with tons of accessories. First off, you get your standard Mcfarlane style base, the circular base with the peg that reads Spawn. You also get a really cool looking knife. Look at this. It's got the blades on the handles, and then here is the blade itself. Look at that, little rusty. Really, really cool designs on this. So you get that blade. You also get a interchangeable hand, and this one does have some spikes on the knuckle area. You also get this like huge axe. Look at this. It's got some spikes at the bottom. And then you got some red wrapping. And then here is the blade on the other end. So it is like a soft rubber material. It's one thing I don't really like, but at the same time, it can be good because it won't break. You also get various guns. So you have this big one here. And, you know, I'm not like a weapons expert. I don't really know much about guns. But is it me, or does it look like there's like multiple guns strapped onto this? I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments below. You have the ammo there, and then there's like tape. Like, it looks like it's different weapons stacked into one. I mean, let me know in the comments down below, guys, if that is exactly what this is. Look at this thing, though. It's huge. So you have that one there. There's the other side of it. Really, really nice detail. Again, you can probably use these for other figures. You also have this one here. This is like another large weapon. Look at that. Look at the end there. See, it's all taped up, and then there's the scope. It's very detailed, guys. You guys got to see this. So you have this big one here. The chain just fell off. I mean, I guess you can. It's up to you on where you want to wrap this. This is an actual real chain. You also get this gun here. It's a machine gun. You can see it's also got some magazines taped to it, but I'll show you guys a close-up on that. Pretty freaking cool, man. There's the scope on that. And then I think that's it, right? These are all the guns that you get. So you get a total of 3 different guns and a sword and like a huge axe. Okay, so for Spawn, I mean, look at the hair, first of all. You have the hair, like it's like blowing in the wind. It's very, very Mcfarlane comic booky. Look at all those different layers. I love the mask. So she's got like a red and white mask. You can see the ears there. And then she's wearing red lipstick, the green eyes. She has a black, looks like it's a leather jacket that she's wearing. And she has some ammo wrapped around the shoulder. She has the Spawn skull right in the front. It's got some really cool texturing. She's got some spikes under the arm. Look at that. It is a little bit sharp. She also has them in her knuckles. These hands here are like trigger hands, so I'm not even going to interchange it with the other hand. She also has some spikes on this side, and then the shoulder pad on the left shoulder is a skull with some chains on it. Look at that. How cool is that? Hope you guys can make that out. And then you have the designs right over here, the red and black, and she has another chain going around the waist. They did put a lot of detailing in the booty there, the sculpting. She also has some straps here in the upper thigh with some spikes on them. And it's got some detail too. And then she's got a different color boot on this side. It's white with some black. And then she's got some spikes coming down this one too. And then you have her heels. Her heels even have different spikes like going throughout the shoes, or I should say the heel. Even the stiletto part looks like a freaking spike. She does have peg holes at the bottom. Again, here's the collar too. The collar even has like little spikes on it. like I said, this was a figure that I was like least looking forward to, and I regret that because now, I mean, having this in hand, She Spawn is definitely a gorgeous figure. It's very well sculpted, very well detailed. The paint apps on this is really nice. Okay, so this is how McFarlane should do it. This figure is a $39.99 figure, right? But she does come with tons of accessories, tons of weapons, an interchangeable hand. I would have loved if it came with another head sculpt, like a more of like an angrier head sculpt. But this is the McFarlane Toys that I love. Now, as far as the articulation goes, so the head can rotate. Not a whole lot. You won't get a whole lot because of the hair, but she does have some articulation there. The arms do go in and out, forward and back. A bend at the elbow. You can see that right there. And then the arm has rotation. She's got a rotation in the hand. Also has a hinge. She has upper torso rotation, and she also has rotation at the waist. The belt, this chain belt is like glued onto her hip, so just be careful with that you don't rip that off. The legs do go in and out, forward and back. She's got double jointed knees, no upper leg rotation, no lower leg rotation. The foot can rotate. She has toe articulation, and the foot goes up and down. The colors on this really remind me, like every time I look at her, it kind of reminds me of Harley Quinn. One thing I'm going to probably do is with the chain, I think I'm going to wrap it around one of the guns. I think this is the one it was originally wrapped around. I'll probably do a better job with it once I pose her, but that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I want to do a little test run of her holding on to her weapon. So that big axe, she holds onto it perfectly. And this one right here, this knife with the spikes on it, this is such a cool weapon. I almost want to display her with the machine gun and the sword, because I just or knife, whatever you want to call it, because it just looks so freaking cool with these weapons in hand. All right, check this out. I love this. So she's holding onto the big gun with the chains, and then this longer one here, and her hand also fits through that hole there. So that is so nice, dude. There's so many ways you can display She Spawn because of all the fantastic weapons. And she also has this smaller one too, so it's really up to you on how you want to display her, with which weapon you want to display her. All right, guys, so I was just like messing with her. This is a figure that I think you would be able to pose so many different ways, so many cool different ways because of all the accessories that she comes with. I'm really digging this knife, though. I think it just looks so cool, and it just looks so badass on her. And there you have it, guys. There is my review. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Mcfarlane Toys She Spawn. So this is from the brand new wave. Again, this wave includes Redeemer, Black and Silver, the second version of a Gunslinger, and we also get Soul Catcher and Cygor, and plus, of course, She Spawn. I don't know if there's any variants to these figures. I guess we'll find out soon enough if there's any chases, but this right here is probably... I've only seen Soul Catcher and this one in person, but even Soul Catcher is a fantastic figure. But this one right here is a freaking awesome figure. This is probably one of my favorite McFarlane Spawn figures that I've owned in quite a while, and it definitely has that old school Spawn vibe to it. And if you pick this up, you'll definitely know what I mean by that, and you'll find out when you see it in person, even in box. It definitely has that old school Spawn figure feel. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think about this figure. Is it a pickup? Is it a pass? Don't miss out on this, guys. It also looks like the eyes would almost glow in the dark just based off of the color. I mean, you can see if I can zoom in a little bit. I mean, they almost look like they would glow in the dark, and that would have been a nice feature if it did do that. But she is, like I said, she is loaded. She is stacked, guys, with weapons. I mean, look at this. You get this really cool knife. You get the really big axe. You get the base, of course, the interchangeable hand, and then you also get another machine gun, the smaller one right here on top of the two that she's holding onto. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, if this figure is a pickup. Is it a pass? We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.